Some coin shops, some pawn shops don't care about history. We will talk about that. We will also talk about what's going on at the coin shop. We got the Pinex deals of the week. We got the Pinex giveaway, which I'll post a link in the comment section below. You'll see what's being given away on July 4th. You must be subscribed, so it's a good time. If you're not yet subscribed, subscribe now. And after this video, go back and watch the giveaway video. Just follow the rules. That's all I ask for. Let's get into it. Thumbs up, please. Share it out. Some coin shops, some pawn shops could give a rat's behind about history. They're all they care about. We said this before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. All they care about is making that quick buck now. You melt this stuff down, it's gone forever. Why not run a deal on it? Why not run a deal? There are other, I've just seen one of you folks have just emailed me from another coin shop throughout the country is doing a deal on 90% silver. Why not run a deal on it? Why not do it instead of melting it down? No, they rather have this quick buck. That's what they rather have, that quick buck. You know, this is a history. You know, would you burn up your old family pictures? Would you burn up a family heirloom? It's the same concept. The U.S. Mint's not going to make any more 90% silver pre-64. They're not going to do it. Yeah, you might see the new state quarter program that's out there, that's been around for a while. Some of you've seen their video, that awful video, where they actually broke open the cases with the state quarter program and just destroying history that way as well. Just taking them out of the cases. It was terrible to watch. All right, it was terrible. But this goes on every day. No, we can't. I understand it's the pawn shop's merchandise, the coin shop's merchandise. If you want to sell it for face value, sell it as is. Let the person who you sell it to, if they want to take it out of the cases, I really don't have a problem with that then. Sell it as is. You know, think about 20 years, 30 years from now. If it's left in the cases, it might be just more valuable because it's rarer. A lot of this stuff has been breaking out of the cases. Just think about that. We're destroying history. This is what this nation wants, is destroy history. Little by little by little, they want us to destroy history. They're not making this no more. The government don't want to let you own silver and gold. They don't care. That's why they've written the laws. It's all part of the plan. It's all about government control. Central bank, digital currency, ring a bell? Look that up. Look that up, my friends. You will be controlled. That is what's going to happen. You know, if they don't like what you say, they'll shut down your bank account. That's what's going to happen. What's going on at the coin shop before we get into the Pinex deals of the week? This morning, our bullion dealer called us up. Says, hey, Chris, I got $2,000 face of 90% silver. He says, I got dimes, quarters, and I got some halves. I said, you know what halves they are? He says, yeah, they're Franklin halves for the most part. He says, yeah, I'll take them, bring them on the next truck. That was done. No shorter than 45 minutes after that, I had a person come in, sell us another $2,000 face. But at least it was about $600-700 in 1964 candy half dollars within the mix. So I was happy to get some of those back in the shop. You know, we're getting thin. We're not burning it though. We're not going to burn it down. We may just run a sale on this as well. You know, just to move it out the door a little bit faster. We've not made that. Our owner's not made that decision yet. So you know what? I'm not really worried about it. If I gotta let the shop borrow more money, I'll just let the shop borrow more money. That's it. He's well capitalized. We're not burning it. You know, if a shop cannot, I'll say it again, if a shop can't afford to hang on to it, because there will be a time that people come rushing back in, getting the 90% silver from the coin shops. And the ones that are melting it, burning it up, I'll be the first ones to complain. Mark my words, I don't have any more. It's all gone. Well, you don't have any more because you smelted it all down. You could have had some. Not, you know, yes, we got a lot of it right now. You know, we got to make decisions. Everybody's got to make decisions what to do. You know, I'm so sick of hearing, well, if you don't want it, melt it down, smelt it down, go buy it up. Okay, everybody's doing their part. A lot of people don't have a lot of extra money to buy extra 90% silver right now. We are doing our part. I don't care if you can only afford 1 or 2 silver dimes, 1 or 2 silver quarters. Whatever it is, you're doing your part to stop the melt. This is your home. I'm the original creator of Stop the Melt campaign. Put that in the comments, my friends. Put that in the comments. Stop the melt. The word is getting out there. You see it. You see it on other channels. Salivate Metal. Thank you for calling my name out again today. Thank you to Sobriety and Silver on board with the Stop the Melt campaign. Look, this is going to grow. We got to preserve our history. This is going to be your bottom material when this goes into really go into the crapper. People laugh at that. People laugh at that. Yes, we tried to educate people at the shop about silver and gold. I had somebody, not going to mention the person's name. I think it was a craziest comment I ever heard. Someone asked me, why am I not fired from the shop from trying to convince people not to sell silver to you? We're not trying to convince anybody. We're trying to, this is what this person said. We're not trying to convince anybody. We're educating the people. We're one of the few shops we'll take the time to educate. You know, if you just talk for 10, 15 minutes, I understand shops don't have all this time for every single person. We don't. Ourselves. Sometimes we get too busy for it. But if you got the time, you know, educate them. Is this something that you really want to do? You really need to sell this right now. You know, nobody knows the future about silver and gold. But it's been going up. We get back to that in a moment. We're about halfway through about 8 minutes in. I've got to get the Pinex deals in the week. You folks been asking for the deals. Pinex has been offering the deals. We're going to go through them real quick. All prices as of 12:44 p.m. June 25th, 2025. Please note, prices will change due to the market conditions. Peace dollars. They'll be running this deal on peace dollars into the giveaway, which is July 4th. So the peace dollar deal, prices will change due to market conditions, but right now they're offering 1 to 19 count to $31 each. 20 plus is $30.30. I will note again, it is a limited supply right now, what they have available as the recording of this video. I want you to be aware of that. 1921 Morgan silver dollars, 1 to 19 count, $31.75. 20 or more, $31.05. Stock's okay right now. They can sell out very quickly. These are awesome prices. These are very good grade plus coins. That is what they're advertising. Very good. They're not advertising calls. They're advertising very good. Keep this in mind. These are good prices. You're going to be hard to find them online at prices like this, cheaper than this. Maybe at your local coin shop, yes. But online, it's going to be very hard to beat that price and that grade. Mercury silver dimes. A lot of you have asked for this. You must get $30 face. Each dollar face, as recorded in this video, is $26.64 for $1 face. You must get $30 face based on $1,000 face price point. That's how much they have lowered their prices. Huge opportunity if you want the Mercury dimes. Last but not least, Roosevelt silver dimes, 5 rolls or more. They're $132.75 as recording of this video. You must get 5 rolls or more to get them for this price. Awesome, awesome prices. Thank you, Pinex, for coming on board with me. Stopping the Melt campaign continues with Coin Shop Chris, your home headquarters for Stop the Melt campaign. Let's get this information out. Let's like the video right now. Let's share it. Share it out. Get this information out there. Look, I understand everybody can't afford these deals. But what we can do, get us up. If you have a local coin shop, get a couple of silver extra dimes. Get a couple of silver quarters. Stack when you can. That's the point of it all. Now, if you can afford some of these deals, pick them up. You know, I'm afraid silver, we don't know what silver and gold's going to do. Silver's holding its own. Gold's holding its own. We got to look down the road. We got to look what's going on. We got to look at the U.S. debt. We got to look at everything out there where this thing is losing its value every single day. I want to recognize a few people for Stop the Melt campaign. I can't call everybody out in every single video. These names were actually picked from yesterday's video, the last one from yesterday. Names as follows. Sign up. That was the name. Peter McCurran, Joe Dowell, John Allen, DJ D, Rustopher. It's Rustopher, I believe. It's Russstopher. I hope I pronounced those names right. If not, I apologize. Many, many more have come on board with Stop the Melt. I've been trying to call out names in almost every single video. It's hard to do. Sometimes I get these videos out too fast and I don't have time to go through the comment sections to pick names out. I'm doing the best as I can between the shop and making the videos, my friends. Keep stacking. A little bit adds up. If you're not into 90% silver, stack what you like. This is how we guide people at the shop. We got to educate. And no, I'm not going to be fired for educating somebody out there. You know, if it helps save somebody from selling with a mistake. Look, we're there 6 days a week. We're open 6 days a week. It's not like we're there a couple days a week. You know, where the prices can change dramatically from day to day. And they can change dramatically day to day. And we make people aware of that. But if somebody don't need to sell, we try to educate. If they choose to sell, fine. But at least we gave them an option. Look, don't panic about the prices. You know, don't get caught up in selling right off the bat. Don't get caught up and say, I'm going to wait for a major dip. People who have said that at $25 silver, may I remind you, people are waiting for $17 silver. For the ones who've been with me for a while, or know me for a while, from another channel, I'll leave it as that. When silver was at $25, $22, people were saying, back up the truck at 17, back up the truck at 17. I went on this channel, and I said 17's not going to happen. And it didn't happen. You know, I said that. I said 17's not going to happen, in my opinion. Look, I didn't know if that was not going to happen, but I do believe silver has found its bottom. I don't think silver's going to go below $32 anytime soon. Don't take this as financial advice, of course. I don't think gold's going to go below $3,100. Again, don't take that as a financial advice as well. That is just my personal opinion. Could it happen? Yes. Could we see $4,000 gold by September? Yes. Could we see $40 silver by September? Absolutely. These prices are not out of the question. But if you folks have any questions about silver, gold, goldbacks, platinum. Yeah, I own some goldbacks. Not going to talk about that today, but I do own some goldbacks. Alright? I'm just being transparent. One more thing I want to be transparent about today. I was able to get another $120, well, about $115 worth of First Mining gold. I put in a little bit higher bid. The stock took for a little bit less. I got it for a little bit less than I wanted to pay for it, so which is great. So I got like $7 left in the account. So I got another 805 shares of First Mining gold today. Not a lot. I'm dabbling in it. Told you folks before I bought it what I was going to do. Being transparent right here. Let you know I got another 805 shares today. And no, I'm not going to show that because it has got too much personal information on it. You just have to take my word for that. So with that all being said, I am still going to be purchasing more First Mining gold. FFMGF. I'll let you know before I make a buy or I make a sell. Make a trade. First Mining Gold is not a channel sponsor of mine. The only channel sponsor of mine is channel sponsor Pinex. Call Michael, call Brian up. Let him know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. If you want to say crazy Coin Shop Chris, be my guest. They will get a kick out of that. Pick up your Mercury dimes while you're on sale. Pick up your Roosevelt silver dimes while they're on sale. Pick up your piece in Morgan dollars while they're on sale. All part of Stop the Milk campaign. Email me if you have questions. That will be in the description of every single video. Of course, thank you for your time today. Sorry for the late video, for my first video, but it was busy. And that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will catch you later this evening.